Hi, from my hostel room in Tel Aviv. I've been traveling for about 6 weeks now and with only carry-on. So I had to be effective in what I brought, be very selective, and I decided to just choose one color theme so that I can wear my shoes with absolutely everything. Even though they're not super cute or anything like that, I left my red shoes behind. I've got all the different colored shoes, but I decided to go with just black so that every pair of shoes can be worn with every outfit I have. But two of my pairs of shoes are actually for dancing. So if you're not a dancer, then maybe you can eliminate these. Or maybe you like to go hiking, so you want to have hiking boots instead, or a second pair of sneakers or something like that. But I love Lindy Hop personally. I started off ballroom dancing 2.5 years ago, and that was fun. It's kind of more formal, and usually you have to have a dance partner to go to a ballroom dance. And so I started learning some jive, swing dancing, and I went to my first swing dancing night, and I fell in love with it. I thought I would just sit back and observe others. It was called Suburban Swing. It's in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. But I just thought I'll just sit and observe, because I only took a couple classes of jive, which is an offshoot of swing dancing. And I just sat, was going to mind my own business and observe how people danced. And man, the smiles on people's faces was incredible. This is not a dance video, so I shouldn't elaborate too much, but I'll just tell you that the whole night I ended up dancing. Everybody asks everybody to dance. It's the most welcoming community. So I highly recommend you look in your city for Lindy Hop or swing dance scene. And in there's Balboa, there's Shag, there's Charleston, different styles within Lindy Hop, within swing dancing, that is. And so I have these two pairs just for swing dancing. So one is a flat pair, which has a slippery suede bottom, because you want to save your knees if you're dancing, because you, especially as a follow, you turn a lot. Swivel, you turn, and you don't want to put added pressure on your knee to damage your knee. So you want either leather bottom, suede bottom. So these are Aris Allen. I have a red pair and a black pair. I only brought the black one because I can wear it with any dance outfit. Red would clash with some of them. So I was boring and I brought black, but got this one for, I use it for dance classes. I've been taking classes, or at night if I don't want to wear heels. But for nighttime, I have these leather bottom. These are character shoes, I think 1.5 inches heel, in order to have nice leather sole to swivel or turn easily, and they're a little bit dressier to wear with dresses at night. Once in a while I've worn these to go out to the restaurant or something like that. I try to save the shoes and not wear it on the street, but in a pinch they acted as a little dressy shoe. I also brought with me, so these are for dancing, I also brought with me some flat ballet shoes, because if I want to be a little dressier than big old running shoes, something I can just slip on easily. And these are Tahari. I've had them for about 10 years. They have some nice lace on them, so I can kind of be dressy a little bit or casual, whatever. Just throw them on and go. These are the shoes that I've worn the most. A pair of running shoes from Skechers. I personally like Skechers, and so comfortable. I bought them right before my trip because I knew I was going to wear them out. Every day I'm walking 20 to 30,000 steps, and I wanted comfortable, super comfortable shoes. I decided to go with all black so they don't stand out. I didn't want bright neon colors with big stripes on the side or anything like that, because I can throw these on with a dress and be fine. I can walk long distances and my shoes don't clash with anything. So just black is the safest. I wear it with jeans, skirts, dresses, whatever. And then I started off with a pair of black flip-flops, but they broke. They were really cheap, old. So I went to a little beach shop and bought these little sandals, because in a hostel or the beach, you want to have these kind of shoes. You want to keep your feet clean, and you can just throw them on to go to the hostel kitchen, get some food. But anyway, so I decided to go with monochromatic, except for this one has some white, but just black, kind of boring, but it goes with everything, and I've been able to wear everything. I used to pack for 1 week. I would bring a big old suitcase, and 50 pounds was allowed. So I would just throw on maybe more shoes. Let's take another 7 pairs of shoes, 12 pairs of shoes. Most of them I never wore, but I had the weight and the space allowed in my suitcase, so I would just throw much more stuff than I ever used. So now I'm only traveling with carry-on, that's it. So it has to be stuff that just fits in carry-on. And my biggest shoes are on my feet when I travel. So all I need to pack are these 4 pairs of shoes. So the big bulky ones are always on my feet when I'm flying or any kind of travel, plane, train, bus, the big bulky ones. So I only have to fit these in my luggage. And what I do to keep things separate, I have packing cubes for my clothes, little packing cubes for electronics, for accessories, things like that. But for my shoes, I bought some laundry bags. Now, it's probably not the ideal way to separate your shoes from the rest of your things because dirt can go through, but I bought these because air can flow through, and I like to let my shoes breathe so they don't get stinky. So it's not the ideal thing, but it's what I choose to do for this trip. So I can just throw on a pair of my shoes into a mesh laundry bag, and it keeps it separate, so each pair is separate, and it keeps it, the dirt, pretty much somewhat separated from the rest of my things. And this can still breathe, so I can pull these out in my hostel room, and there's always air that can flow through. So that's what I've used for my trip, these 5 pairs of shoes. Could I have eliminated any? Yes. I don't, I guess, have to have these flat shoes. I don't have to have them, but when I walk a lot, I like to have flat shoes to walk in, and not always big, bulky running shoes. Sometimes I want to be a bit dressier at night or daytime. And flip-flops, yeah, you can't get away with not bringing. If you're going to go to the beach, if you're going to stay in hostels, you have to have some kind of a beach shoe or a flip-flop or something like that. And then these 2 extra pairs, whatever your lifestyle is. My lifestyle is I like to explore, I like to see the sights, the historic sites in every city. So I like to walk a lot, but at night I like to dance, and I like to go to swing dancing camps. I've already been to 2 swing dancing camps so far, but I've gone to a lot of individual dances. Last night I was dancing in Tel Aviv, Israel, with the nicest people. Lindy Hoppers in general are very happy people, but and in Israel, so kind, so nice. Really love it. So I chose one color to match with everything. You can decide what works for you. I kept it simple. I hope you enjoyed this video.